The Smartphone Prophecy, a tale of how technology can connect and divide. The old man had been warning the village for years. But no one took him seriously. After all,
How can a man
could
still
a man
using
who
lantern
still used a
understand new
lantern at
technology?
night understand the future of glowing screens and endless messages? Yet on the day the network tower
Later,
arrived,
when the network
many
arrives in
people
our
would
village,
later remember his
then
words
you will understand my
and
worries.
wish they had listened. The village of Ajanaku sat between two green hills in the heart of the countryside. For generations, life there followed a rhythm as old as the earth itself. Farmers woke before sunrise. Children fetched water from the stream. Women gathered under the large mango tree in the evenings to tell stories while cooking dinner. At night, people talked face to face. Laughter traveled easily between houses. Neighbors knew one another's troubles and joys. News moved slowly, but it was real. And it belonged to everyone. But things began to change the year the road was paved. The smooth new highway brought motorcycles, traders, and strangers passing through. Soon after, electricity arrived. For the first time, the village saw light bulbs glowing in the dark. The children clapped with excitement.
Look,
Then
everyone,
came
our
radios.
new television.
Then televisions.
Yes, now we can all watch together.
And finally, the smartphones. It started with the younger men returning from the city. They came home during the planting season carrying sleek black devices in their pockets. Devices that seemed almost magical. With a few taps, they could show pictures
Look,
from faraway
this
cities.
is the city.
Videos of people
They are
dancing in places the
celebrating.
villagers
Wow.
had
One
never
day.
heard of. Messages from relatives living thousands of miles away. Look, one young man said proudly one evening, holding up his phone beneath the mango tree. My cousin in Lagos sent this just now. The screen lit up with a video call. A face
Everyone,
appeared.
look, it's our friend
The
from the
villagers
city.
gasped.
Hello, everyone. I miss
Is
you
that
all.
really
He
him?
misses us. See?
Someone whispered. Yes, the young man laughed. We can talk instantly. The children gathered closer, eyes wide. The elders nodded slowly. It was impressive. Very impressive. But not everyone was convinced. Sitting quietly at the edge of the gathering was old Baba Tunde.
Children,
He was the
look at
oldest
this.
man in Ajanaku.
What is it?
His beard
shows
was
the
white
whole
as
world.
cotton.
Can I see?
His back bent slightly from decades of farming. And his eyes, sharp and thoughtful, missed very little. Baba Tunde watched the glowing screen silently. Then he spoke. Every new tool changes the way people live, he said slowly. The younger men chuckled. Baba once said, this is not just a tool. This is the future. Baba Tunde smiled gently.
Baba, this is not just a
Perhaps.
phone, this is a tool.
He leaned on his walking
Perhaps,
stick.
but the future
But
always
the
comes with
future
a price.
always comes with a price.
What price could a phone
The
possibly
group
have?
laughed.
It connects people.
What price could a phone possibly have? Someone asked. It connects people. Baba Tunde nodded. Yes. He paused. But sometimes the same thing that connects us can also pull us apart. The younger men shook their heads. Baba is worrying too much, one said. This thing will make life easier for everyone. And for a while, it seemed they were right. Within months, smartphones spread across the village. At first, they brought excitement. Farmers used them to check weather forecast. Traders called markets in nearby towns before traveling. Parents spoke with children who had moved to the city. The world suddenly felt closer. Smaller. More connected. The villagers were amazed. But slowly, almost too slowly to notice at first, other changes began to appear. Changes that no one had expected. One evening, under the mango tree, something strange happened. The women gathered as usual after dinner. But instead of sharing stories, many of them were staring down at their phones. Scrolling. Watching. Tapping. The usual laughter was missing. Even the children noticed. Mother, one girl asked, why are you quiet tonight? Her mother barely looked up. I'm watching a video, she said. The girl walked away slowly. Across the village, similar scenes unfolded. Men sat together but spoke less. Friends gathered but spent more time looking at their screens than at one another. At night, instead of visiting neighbors, people stayed indoors scrolling through endless messages and videos. The village was still full of people. But strangely, it was becoming quieter. Lonelier. One afternoon, Baba Tunde sat outside his small house, watching two boys walk past him. They were walking together. But they were not talking. Both stared down at their phones while they walked, nearly bumping into things along the path. The old man sighed softly. Then he spoke. "Good afternoon, boys." They looked up suddenly, surprised. "Oh, good afternoon, Baba. Where are you going?" he asked. "To the river," one replied. "Together?" "Yes." Baba Tunde nodded slowly. "But you have not spoken to each other the entire time you walked past my house." The boys laughed awkwardly. "We're chatting online." Baba Tunde raised an eyebrow. "With each other?" They looked at their screens. "Yes." The old man shook his head gently. Then he whispered to himself, "The prophecy has begun." The truth was that Baba Tunde had seen something like this before. Long ago, when he was young, his grandfather had told him a strange story. A story about a future tool. A tool so powerful it could bring the entire world into a person's hand. But the prophecy had also carried a warning. His grandfather had said, "When the word enters your hand, be careful that it does not take your heart with it." At the time, Baba Tunde had not understood what that meant. But now, watching the villagers slowly drifting apart while holding devices that promise connection, the meaning was becoming clearer. And he feared something worse was still coming. Because the smartphone was not just connecting the village to the world. It was also bringing the world's problems with it. Rumors, arguments, jealousy, misinformation. All of it traveled faster than truth. And the villagers had not yet learned how to protect themselves. The first real trouble arrived on a quiet Sunday morning. And when it did, it would divide the village in a way no one expected. Thanks for staying tuned. Watch out for the next episode. Follow us on all our social media, Instagram at input_media, Facebook at loadedwmugantate, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button to get alerts for the next episode. Thanks.